single leg in again with the same grip, and then getting them on double leg. Okay? So what you're going to do with your partner, you're going to reach with the back hand and tie up. The front arm's going to get an inside tie. Okay? Everyone get it from there? All I'm going to do is I'm going to pull and then lift. I'm pulling onto his balls of his feet, which is going to make him want to retract. Okay? I want to create that momentum, and then I'm also going to lift. As I do that, I bring my arm down off the head.
You're not resisting anything, yeah? You're not putting anything on with strength. It's just continuous flow.
If you was here on Saturday, if you remember this type of drill we've run it from an MMA perspective, it's the exact same thing, similar to the stuff that we do in the striking perspective where it's non-stop, it's just a continuous drill. And it's tougher than actually sparring, you've got to keep constant. If you're sparring, two guys will go to a position, then they'll settle and get a breather, another position, settle and breather. Whereas this, you kind of got to keep a continuous pace. So it is difficult, but just don't go hard with it like Robbie said. You
No,
got to keep it kind of relaxed and loose.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of fitness that you want to build. If you can do this for a 5-10 minute round, then you're fit.
Yeah, so get back with the pants that you were with.
On 2 for 2 and go. No sparring in these passes, guys, so this is good.
MMA Grappling 101, so it's open to intermediate and advanced members. Yeah. Other than that, good class, good turnout again. Me and Pete are really happy with everyone's commitment. Some people that have been in sort of every single night since it's opened. So well done, and yeah, good stuff. Next fundamentals class is on Friday, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Thanks very much.
Class proper, go down the line. Make sure you know everybody's name as well. Shake everyone's hand.
John King for The Sprawl alongside Pietro Menga inside the brand new ONE MMA Academy. It smells new, it looks new, you know, you can tell everything's fresh. It's been open a week today, am I right? Yeah. What's it been like so far? I assume a little bit stressful, but fun?
Very stressful, but yeah, a lot of fun. It's brilliant, it's been a great experience and great for everybody involved. As I say, yeah, it has been chaos, it's been organised chaos, but we're just starting to find our feet a little bit now. We've had 53 members in 5 days sign up, so they're all on monthly memberships, and yeah, as I say, yeah, it's a new fresh look, new gym, young fresh approach to coaching mixed martial arts, active fighters as well as full-time coaches running the schedule, so it's a little bit of something for everyone.
Yeah. You know, we've obviously got you, Robbie Fallon, Rani Sahade, anybody else who coaches you and you know, fights and coaches who's here?
Yeah, we've got a couple of really good strength and conditioning coaches on board, Lewis Brooks, Adam Cheshire, and we've got a multiple world champion Thai boxer, Ashley Gishard. He's going to be running the bit of a fight team building already. I couldn't believe it when I had guys coming over that had, you know, knocked it on the head and stopped training, and already we're kind of taking on the responsibility of coaching fighters. So we've got Ashley Gishard, he's going to be running a lot of the striking programs, and yeah, I mean, we've got a small circle of really good, knowledgeable coaches, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we go, what direction we're going.
Yeah. Obviously you've been coaching here for a week now. I assume you coached before, you know, briefly, but is it different to kind of be a head coach and kind of own the gym? Is that different to what you've experienced?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of advice of people as successful businessmen in other industries, and they said to me, you know, expect the unexpected, and I'm thinking, well, I think I know everything. You know, you always think you know everything, and then it comes down to it, and I'm getting asked questions, and I'm like, I've not got an answer for that yet, but bear with me. But yeah, I mean, it's been an enjoyable process, but it has been stressful. Finally now, we're starting to find our feet and settle down. And to be honest, I've had great help from guys like Robbie and Rani running the BJJ and the MMA programs. So I couldn't have asked for a better week to kick off the gym, to be honest.
Yeah. So obviously a lot of stuff that goes in that people don't see. You know, a lot of costs that go in and a lot of time that goes in. Talk a little bit about that. You know, what kind of surprised you about this that people wouldn't expect kind of involves?
I mean, I'll start from the beginning. It was a funny situation where I found this unit and I was like, well, this is something I want to dip my toe in. And I had a look at the unit and straight away my eyes were bigger than my belly, and I was like, we're going to have to extend. So we knocked it through and I took it on. I think it was 4 or 5 weeks before I was scheduled to fight. So it was chaos already. I was in camp and I was getting all these builders in, knocking down walls, joiners in, building ceilings and ordering equipment. And everyone was saying you're never going to be open in time. I wanted it open by November, and the reason I wanted it open by November is I wanted to get the name out there and get us settled before potentially a crazy rush in January. You know, everyone wants to join the gym in January, and you know, we got it. We was a week behind schedule, so we was open for the 14th of November. I was trying to get it for the 7th, but I think that was a bit optimistic. But yeah, so much goes into it. There's so many like unsung heroes coming in. I was here most nights till 3-4 in the morning, painting and stripping walls, and you know, wheelbarrowing bricks outside, the stuff that you don't really see. But it wasn't just me. There was so many other people involved as well that give us really mucked in and give us a good hand.
Yeah. So obviously, you opened on the 14th. On the 12th was probably the biggest MMA card ever, UFC 205. I think that kind of people kind of thought, oh, I'll give that a try, and kind of rushed into the gym.
Yeah, do you know what? I'd like to say there was a method behind the madness, but we was delayed for a week and it just fell on the weekend of McGregor's fight. It was good, yeah. You know, there was a lot of talk about it in the gym the first week. But yeah, there weren't too much distractions in the classes. There weren't too many people trying the overhand lefts and the McGregor shot. So, but yeah, it was nice that it fell on that weekend. Yeah.
What do you make of the facilities? You got, you know, a big mat space, toilet. You got a shower in the changing room, and things like that. You're very happy about the shower, obviously, on social media. Yeah, are you happy with the facilities so far?
I mean, I personally think it's the best MMA gym in the world, but I'm obviously going to say that because it's my gym. But yeah, you know, I like the whole setup. I had the vision, and how it is now is pretty much how I had the vision, as what I had in my head. And you know, it has took a lot of investment of time and money, but we're nearly there. You know, little things like heating and, you know, a strength and conditioning area, and you know, the showers and the toilets. I mean, you've never seen a sink like the sink in our gym. It's like you're in a 5-star spa. You know what I mean? It's nice, but yeah, just a few little touches that I think, you know, there's no reason why you can't. Hopefully, I'll set a bit of a standard. I mean, there's a lot of nice gyms out there, and we're just another one on the list now. But I mean, for the local area, more importantly, I don't think it's got anything like this. Not offering this type of coaching, this type of facility with these prices. So it's, you know, hopefully I'll bring something for the area and people like myself that travel to Liverpool and Sale and all over the place to get training in as far as New Jersey. I mean, now I can have my own headquarters, and you know, we can kind of do somewhere in the middle of everywhere for a lot of travelling fighters. And the door's open to it. It's not for me. It's not a selfish thing. It's for everybody. This gym's for everybody else. So the door's open for everyone to come down, and you know, everyone's welcome.
Let's talk about pricing. You know, there's gyms that kind of do memberships maybe a year or a few months, and there's gyms that you can pay for each lesson. What's it like here? You know, what is the price, and can you do both? What's that like?
Yeah, you can pay per class, £6 per class, no commitment, or you can pay monthly. And what I've done with the monthly, the idea was not everybody has the same circumstances. Some people just want to train casually. Some people are serious amateur fighters bordering pro. Some people are just in the middle, you know, somewhere in the middle. So we've done a bronze, silver and gold tier membership. So the bronze is £35 a month, and you get 2 classes a week for that. So that's for the not so serious member that just wants to do it as a bit of a hobby. The £50 membership is the silver tier membership, unlimited classes for £50. Any classes on the programme, including open mats. And the gold membership programme is unlimited classes, unlimited open mats, and unlimited gym use as well. So our strength and conditioning and fitness suite area. So they basically get full access to the gym when the gym's open. So they're like the free tiers. Just to give, I want to cater for everybody. I don't want it just for, you know, people that can only afford to train with the best guys, or only can afford this, or you know, I want everyone to come in, doctors, fighters, you know, all kinds of people. It's open for everybody. That's why I called it ONE MMA, because it's one. We're all one, you know. So
let's talk about your fighting career. You haven't fought since Bellator, correct? You were scheduled to fight at ICE not too long ago, but a late change of opponents and then weight issues, I think it was, with the opponent, and fight didn't end up happening. I think you got called off the night before. That must have been frustrating.
Yeah, I won't go into too much detail, but the guy got the notice, I think 4 or 5 weeks before that the Brazilian guy was out. And then they was stuck in flights, or they had flight delays, and they didn't want to send, or they didn't send a video weigh-in. They were stuck in Germany, and we basically said, go and find a set of scales. I'm happy with a video weigh-in. They didn't send it, and then he came in like on the day, like well heavy. He came ridiculously heavy, so they wasn't prepared to even lose a couple of pounds. So they basically pulled the fight from the card, and a lot of hard work went into it. But on to the next one.
Obviously, your last fight, Bellator, grew you massively as a fighter. You know, a lot of new fans after that one. What's next for you? Have you got an opponent yet? You know, when are you looking to be back in? Are you healthy to get back in there?
Yeah, I'm healthy. I had a week off after that fight just to kind of relax and cool down a little bit. And yeah, I'm ready, and I was straight back in the gym. I'm in good shape now. My next fight is rumoured to be on ACB in Manchester against an American guy called Marcus Brimage. We've agreed all the terms. We're ready to fight. They've agreed it, as far as I'm aware. They're ready to fight, so we'll get it on. You know, I heard his name getting thrown around. I got offered. Well, I didn't get. The names that got thrown around was we'd need a Russian translator for his name. I don't know. He's the ACB flyweight champion. I think he's 8-0. His name got put out there. A Polish guy's name got put out there, and then Marcus Brimage's name got put out there. And out of the 3, he was the best guy. So I was like, listen, I'll move up to 135 I won't stay there. I'll move up as a one-off. And we'll do this, and we'll make a good fight. And it's a fight, I think, for the fans. I bring it, and I look to finish, and so does he. So we'll meet in the middle, and we'll get it on.
What do you know about Marcus? He's obviously recently been cut from the UFC. He's fought some top guys, including Conor McGregor. What do you know about him? Have you watched him much?
Not really. I've seen him a little bit on The Ultimate Fighter when he was like, he's a prospect, and then he fought McGregor, and I don't think he knew what he was getting himself into. And then he's probably thinking the same with me. He's probably underestimating me, thinking he's out of the UFC now. It's a lower level, but it's a bad frame of mind to be coming into a fight with someone like me. Don't get me wrong, he comes to fight. He's powerful. He's just a small, stocky southpaw, and I've just fought someone on Bellator with a very similar style and knocked them out in 30 seconds. So training goes well, and the weight's not going to be an issue, and I plan on going in there and punching a hole in his face and doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Would you be spending training camps here, or will you be moving around?
Yeah, this will be my headquarters, and obviously with Jason Tan, all my MMA pro training sessions are done with Jason, and with ONE MMA Academy now, it's just going to fit in a little bit easier, so I can do my tapered session or my conditioning or some drilling. I can kind of fit that in. I don't have to travel all over the place. So it'll tie in nicely with going to Liverpool and doing my other stuff. But I'll probably get over to train with Mark Henry, Frankie Edgar, Edson Barboza. I'll get over there for a couple of weeks again, just to get a feel for just to get some different bodies and just get out of my comfort zones. But I have great sparring here, some really good southpaws. So yeah, I'll just train as normal, go in there like I normally do, and look to perform. Simple as that.
Yeah. Before we let you go, where do you see this going? If you look 5-10 years into the future, where do you think this gym will be?
To be honest, we've got another 2 units next door that I'm thinking even in 5 months we might be knocking through. Never mind 5 years. So. We'll see. We're already outgrowing it. Like 5 days in, we've got 50 odd members. It's like my goal was 30 members in 3 months, and within 5 days we've got 53, 54, something like that. So I'm very optimistic. And it's a very positive atmosphere in the gym, very welcoming, and I think we're going to build in the very near future we're going to build a solid amateur fight team, and obviously we've already got a lot of solid established pros training here. So it's a nice headquarters for everybody, and all our affiliated gyms as well. People that train with us, I'm sure they'll be getting in and getting the mix of things as well. So the future's bright, I think, for ONE MMA, definitely.
Yeah. And it still smells fresh, which is also good. Pietro, thank you very much for your time.